Ooh, we got, what is this? This looks like a S series. Let me just get back on this screen. Let's pull out the one and only. What is this? DeLorean, yeah. About to start that. SDA Drift. Need for Speed Unbound. Gonna have a little bit of fun. Gotta turn off our car. Assert some dominance. And then once we get to that second side view, we can start up. Try and get that perfect launch. Let's go. Slide to the outside, slide to the inside, slide to the outside, and back in again. As we get to the corner, we get a little bit overextended, but we try and keep that drift as much as possible. Ooh, that was a nice save by me. I'm quite proud of myself. Here we go a little bit off-road. We bring it back in, try to stick to that yellow line. Amazing drift. And there's where we at. So for today, what I want to talk about is just how to get into Need for Speed Unbound drifting, right? When I started, I didn't really know what kind of car I was gonna use, or that I even needed pro drift tires, and I was quite upset because I didn't understand how do I get my car to drift. Luckily, I was able to watch a few videos on it, and then I got the information that I needed some drift tires. At that time, I think they cost like, was it 40, 30? Yeah, that was around about the amount that it cost back there. And then I got into drifting and found it quite challenging. And then I saw a couple of guys that were on the leaderboards at the time there. They were all driving all-wheel drive cars, and I found that quite interesting. And then I got into the all-wheel drive cars, and I found that, ooh, what actually happens with all-wheel drive cars is it gives you way more leniency towards like sliding out. It's not as easy, and all you have to do is just line up your lines and so on, so that you can drift a bit better. And as more and more I played, I found that, ooh, okay, there is some limitations to it, because what I found myself doing a lot of times is I used to just full throttle through every single corner, and the all-wheel drive car would allow me to do that without spinning out, but I couldn't really control where I placed my vehicle as much. And then I started customizing some of my own rear-wheel drive cars, and yeah, it was difficult at the beginning because they tend to slide out a bit more. But what I also found is, like now, if you just let off the gas a little bit, then it allows you to control your car a bit more, and you can really go down there. Because I think what's happening with the new mechanics with the drifting is it tries to constantly keep your car driving forward, or wheel spinning at least, so you don't lose that drift. So even now, I would say I'm like half throttle on my controller. It still allows me to drift, and I found it way nicer to starting to use the rear wheel drive, man. Because yeah, I can control how I move, and what I usually do is I don't try to take the corner, I try to more slide towards the railings for most of my drifts, and that has really seemed to help me quite a bit. What you can also do is, if you can stay within the pack and not ahead of the pack, sometimes you can get some of that twin drifting bonus. This gives you a little bit more points, which is pretty nice. Okay, let's just get that, steal some of those points. And we just go around the corners, try and keep our drifts up. So here we're just trying to slide. And the way you get grip back, like say for instance you're sliding out and your car is going too far forward, just release the throttle a little bit, because that allows your car to grip up a bit more, and then you can actually slide it the way that you want it to. And another thing that I've also seen is, especially with the straights in the all-wheel drives, you can't really turn as much or do those little drifts in those long straights, because the car really doesn't want to turn as much. But there is a slight workaround, but it can also put you at a disadvantage, because Once your all-wheel drive car grips up, it might send you into a corner. You just release the brake a little bit. Not the brake, but the gas a little bit, and it allows you to like pop it around. So you do like a release, release, catch, something like that, and then your car can like move around. Whereas with the rear wheel drive, I don't need to do that as much. I can just whip my analog left to right, and it will allow me to do that. And you don't really want to, like, my positioning right now is not the best, because I'm in front of the pack, so I'm gonna see if I can slow down while still trying to keep my drifts. Because what happens is you finish the race early, and then the guys from behind come and they can beat you. And here we just do a little bit of slides, wait for our guys to come and catch up with us. Yeah, I'm not even drifting right now. I have like minimal throttle available, or using minimal throttle. Yeah, one of our guys is starting to catch up to us. Let's see if he can come in tandem with us. Nice. Now we can chase him. And he's the second guy. Oh, I got some of that latency, but I'm getting the twin drifting points. Get a little bit closer to him. Yeah, right there. And just, even though you're trying to tandem with him, don't chase him. You want to be close to him, but focus on your drifts. There, I slow down a bit so that I could sit with him in that tandem. He's moving around too much, man. Yeah, you just gotta control. Let's see if I can grab this. Yeah. Ooh, nice drift. A little bit of handbrake action so that we can prep for this. Oh, did I bump? I bumped. Oh, but we have a pretty good lead at the moment. So slow down. We're getting ahead of ourselves again. Just looking at our own lines so that we can drift. And oh, I think he crashed out. Poor guy, man. And for the end, we do a reverse entry. Let's go. Yeah, and just need to speed. I really like it because it's a game where I like to build my own builds, look at what the competition is driving, but also try and do something different and just have that learning experience, because it's all about the car, man, and how you handle it. Sometimes you just gotta look a little bit deeper, see if the car moves the way that you want it, and if it isn't, then you're probably doing something wrong. Release the throttle, put on more throttle, enter faster. Always check it out. That's for me. That's all for me today. Enjoy, guys.